One Tennessee lawmaker wants changes to the state's already strict abortion laws with a bill that cracks down on adults who help pregnant minors go out of state to get an abortion. Specifically here, we're talking about adults who are not the minor's parent or guardian.
We know this is a sensitive but important topic for so many of you. That's why we sent our Chris Davis to the Capitol to find out what that proposal entails.
As a Christ follower, my number one issue is life, always has been, always will be.
Representative Jason Zachary is so committed to Tennessee being a pro-life state, he wants to make sure they close any loopholes.
And there's always going to be those who try to circumvent laws that we pass.
Which is why he has a new bill that would make it a crime for an adult to assist a minor to go out of state to get an abortion, unless the adult is the parent or guardian of the mother. He says he wrote the bill after he was contacted by guardians of a pregnant child who ran into this exact issue.
Their minor child that they were in guardianship of had been taken by an adult to West Tennessee to facilitate an abortion. The minor called them from West Tennessee to let them know what was going on. So I'm literally on the phone with crying parents, crying guardians saying, what can we do? What can we do?
Those found guilty could face 3 to 15 years behind bars.
There is no merit to this bill whatsoever. It's cruel.
But the president of Planned Parenthood of Tennessee says this punishes the wrong people.
And this bill targets trusted adults, even family members and other helpers who may be needed to assist a minor in accessing the abortion care that they need.
Planned Parenthood doesn't directly take pregnant mothers out of state for abortions, but they do help give support and advice. They worry about mothers in abusive situations.
For some young people that are living in abusive households, disclosing their sexual activity, disclosing their pregnancy can trigger physical and emotional abuse. And it could even maybe trigger them getting thrown out of their home.
What are we doing here?
Democratic Representative Afton Bain also thinks it's unconstitutional.
You can't limit people's travel across state lines. It is illegal.
Every bill we pass related to life, voting, and guns is going to run into a legal challenge, and that's just the way we are now in 2024.
Now, Zachary's bill would permit parents and guardians that approve of an abortion to help their child seek treatment out of state. But he wasn't sympathetic to minors that lack that approval.
So we're certainly, in this case, not going to allow a minor to make the decision of whether they can kill the baby that's inside of them or not.
He says that's why he's so committed to closing the loophole.
Everything that I can do to protect a life, I'm going to do, and this is one additional step.
Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
The bill would also criminally charge adults who help minors obtain medications that can terminate those pregnancies.